Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to talk about a powerful and transformative journey, the journey of waking up and rebuilding yourself. Life has a way of throwing obstacles in our path, sometimes leaving us feeling defeated, lost, or stagnant. But let me remind you, it's never too late to rise, to shake off the dust, and to reconstruct the life you deserve. First, let's address complacency. We often find comfort in our routines, in the familiar, even when it doesn't serve us. Comfort can become a cage, trapping us in mediocrity. To rebuild, we must first awaken. This awakening requires a brutal honesty with ourselves. Ask, are you living your best life? Are you pushing the boundaries of your potential? Rebuilding starts with embracing discomfort. It's in the challenging moments that we discover who we truly are. When you step outside of your comfort zone, you create space for growth. You may stumble, you may fall. But with every setback, you gather the strength to rise again. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome adds to your resilience. Remember, the greatest achievements often come from the greatest struggles. The pain you feel today is the strength you will feel tomorrow. So embrace that discomfort, let it fuel your determination to change. Next, set clear goals. A dream without a plan is just a wish. What do you want to rebuild? Is it your physical health, your career, your relationships? Define it. Break it down into actionable steps. Take that first step, no matter how small, and keep moving forward. Momentum is a powerful force. With each step, you build confidence and clarity, paving the way for the life you envision. But rebuilding isn't just about physical action, it's about cultivating a resilient mindset. Your mind is a powerful tool. Fill it with positivity, with affirmations that reinforce your worth and capability. Train your mind to view setbacks as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. Surround yourself with those who uplift you, who challenge you to be better, and who remind you of your potential. Finally, celebrate your progress. No matter how small, acknowledge the steps you've taken. Each day is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Reflect on how far you've come and use that reflection as fuel for the journey ahead. In conclusion, it's time to wake up and rebuild yourself. Break free from complacency, embrace discomfort, set your goals, cultivate a resilient mindset, and celebrate your progress. Remember, the journey of rebuilding is not a straight line, it's a winding path filled with ups and downs. But every moment spent striving for a better version of yourself is a victory in itself. So I challenge you, take a deep breath, shake off the weight of yesterday, and step boldly into the life you are meant to live. The time is now. Rebuild yourself brick by brick and create a future that inspires not just you, but those around you. Awakening from complacency is one of the most profound journeys we can embark upon. We often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of comfort, lulled into a state of ease by the familiar rhythms of our daily lives. This comfort can be enticing, it feels safe, secure, and predictable, yet within this cocoon of complacency lies a subtle danger. When we grow too comfortable, we stop challenging ourselves and we begin to stagnate. Our dreams and ambitions fade into the background as we prioritize immediate gratification over long-term fulfillment. Complacency manifests in many forms. It could be a career that no longer excites us, a relationship that has lost its spark, or even a lifestyle that no longer aligns with our values. We might tell ourselves that it's easier to stay put, to avoid the discomfort of change. However, this mindset keeps us from realizing our true potential. We start to believe that our current situation is the best we can achieve, that striving for something more is an exercise in futility. This belief is the first lie we tell ourselves, and it's one we must confront head on. To awaken from complacency, we must first recognize its presence in our lives. It's about taking an honest inventory of our current circumstances and reflecting on whether they genuinely reflect our aspirations. Many people go through life on autopilot, adhering to routines that no longer serve them. They wake up, go to work, come home, and repeat the cycle, often wondering where the time has gone. This automatic existence numbs our senses and dulls our passions, leading to a sense of unfulfillment. When we awaken from this state of complacency, we start to see the world with fresh eyes. We begin to notice the possibilities that exist beyond our comfort zone. It's like turning on a light in a dim room, illuminating areas we had previously ignored or deemed too risky to explore. We realize that there's a wealth of experiences waiting for us if only we're willing to step out of our cozy confines and take a leap of faith. This awakening often begins with discomfort. It can be triggered by a significant life event, a job loss, a breakup, or even a health scare that jolts us awake and forces us to reevaluate our lives. In these moments of crisis, we are presented with a choice to succumb to despair or to rise from the ashes. Those who choose the latter embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. In my own life, I experienced such an awakening during a particularly challenging period. I had settled into a routine that felt comfortable but ultimately unfulfilling. I was working a job that paid the bills but drained my energy and passion. I had friends and family around me, but I felt increasingly disconnected from my true self. It wasn't until a major personal setback forced me to reevaluate my choices that I realized how complacent I had become. The initial discomfort was overwhelming. I felt a sense of loss and uncertainty about what lay ahead. However, in this vulnerable space, I discovered an incredible strength within me. I began to question my assumptions and beliefs about what I was capable of achieving. I started to dream again, envisioning a life that aligned with my values and passions. This process wasn't easy. It required digging deep and confronting fears that I had long buried. But through this journey, I learned that discomfort is not the enemy, rather, it is a powerful catalyst for change. As we awaken from complacency, it's essential to confront the fears that hold us back. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These fears can paralyze us and keep us rooted in our current situations. However, we must remember that fear is a natural part of growth. It signifies that we are pushing boundaries and venturing into uncharted territory. Instead of allowing fear to dictate our actions, we can choose to harness it as fuel for our transformation. It's also crucial to surround ourselves with the right influences during this awakening process. The people we associate with can have a profound impact on our mindset and motivations. Seek out those who inspire you, who challenge you to think differently, and who push you to pursue your passions. This supportive network can help to create an environment that fosters growth and encourages you to step outside your comfort zone. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. There are countless others who have faced similar struggles and have emerged stronger on the other side. As you embark on this journey of awakening, take the time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What are your core values? What are your passions? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Engaging in this self-reflection can illuminate your path forward and help you establish clear, actionable goals. Goals give us direction and purpose, providing a framework within which we can rebuild ourselves. It's important to remember that these goals do not have to be monumental. Even small, incremental changes can lead to significant transformation over time. In your quest to rebuild yourself, embrace the idea of lifelong learning. Complacency thrives on stagnation, while a commitment to growth and development keeps us engaged and excited about life. Seek out new experiences, acquire new skills, and challenge your assumptions. Read books, attend workshops, and immerse yourself in diverse perspectives. Each new piece of knowledge or experience adds to your toolkit, equipping you to face challenges and pursue your dreams with confidence. The process of awakening from complacency is not a one-time event, it's a continuous journey. There will be moments when you slip back into old habits or find yourself questioning your abilities. This is a natural part of the process, and it's essential to be gentle with yourself during these times. Recognize that setbacks are opportunities for growth, not indicators of failure. Use them as learning experiences to refine your goals and strategies. As you rebuild yourself, remember the importance of perseverance. The path to transformation is rarely linear. It is filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. There will be days when you feel like giving up, days when the discomfort feels unbearable, and days when the vision you have for your future seems too far away. In those moments, dig deep and remind yourself of your why. Why did you choose to awaken in the first place? What drives you to pursue this journey of self-discovery? Reconnecting with your purpose can reignite your motivation and propel you forward. Furthermore, celebrate your progress no matter how small. Acknowledge each step you take toward rebuilding yourself and allow yourself to feel pride in your achievements. This practice of celebration cultivates a positive mindset, reinforcing the belief that growth is possible and rewarding. It also helps to counteract the tendency to focus solely on what remains to be accomplished. Remember that every day is an opportunity to make progress, to learn, and to grow. The journey of awakening and rebuilding is deeply personal and unique to each individual. There is no one-size-fits-all approach, and the timeline for transformation will vary. However, the common thread that unites us all is the willingness to embrace discomfort, to challenge ourselves, and to pursue a life that aligns with our true selves. This journey requires courage, resilience, and a commitment to continual growth. As you embark on this journey, keep in mind that awakening from complacency is not just about personal achievement, it's about contributing to the greater good. When we rebuild ourselves and embrace our true potential, we can inspire others to do the same. Our stories of resilience and transformation can be a beacon of hope for those who may be feeling stuck or complacent in their own lives. By sharing our experiences and lifting others, we create a ripple effect that fosters a culture of growth and empowerment. In conclusion, the journey of awakening from complacency is one of the most rewarding and transformative experiences you can undertake. It requires courage to confront the comfort zones that have kept you stagnant, but the rewards of this journey are immeasurable. As you embark on this path, remember to embrace discomfort, confront your fears, and surround yourself with supportive influences. Reflect on your core values, set actionable goals, and commit to lifelong learning. Celebrate your progress, persevere through challenges, and remember that your journey is unique. In the end, awakening from complacency is not just about personal growth. It's about creating a life that is rich, meaningful, and aligned with your true self. So take that first step today and begin the journey of waking up and rebuilding yourself anew. Embracing discomfort is a concept that challenges the way we perceive and respond to adversity. In a world where convenience is at our fingertips, where we're encouraged to seek comfort and avoid pain, the idea of deliberately stepping into discomfort might seem counterintuitive. But it is within discomfort that true growth occurs. It's the struggle, the unease, and the uncertainty that shape our character, build our resilience, and ultimately bring us closer to our fullest potential. Think about the moments in your life when you felt the most alive, the most accomplished, the most changed. Were those moments filled with ease, or were they born from a place of challenge and hardship? Discomfort is a powerful catalyst. It pushes you out of your routine and forces you to confront your weaknesses and limitations. It challenges you to adapt, to grow, and to redefine what you thought was possible. The process is not pleasant, but it is necessary for transformation. When you embrace discomfort, you make a conscious choice to face your fears, to push past the boundaries of what you know, and to discover new parts of yourself. Discomfort is often the first sign that you are on the brink of something significant. It's like a threshold that separates your current self from your potential self. When you feel that knot in your stomach, that sense of uncertainty, or that pang of doubt, it's a signal that you are stepping into unknown territory. It's a space where the familiar safety nets are gone, where you can't rely on past experiences or habits. In this space, you are vulnerable, exposed, and uncertain, but it's precisely in this space where real change happens. It's where you learn to rely on your own inner strength, where you develop new skills, and where you uncover new perspectives. Most people avoid discomfort because it's unsettling. It's easier to stay in your comfort zone where things are predictable and safe, but comfort is a trap. It lulls you into a sense of security that can make you complacent. It convinces you that where you are is good enough, that the life you are living is all there is. And while there is value in being content, there is a danger in settling for a life that is less than what you are capable of achieving. Discomfort, on the other hand, is a reminder that there is more to explore, more to experience, more to become. It's a reminder that you are capable of change, even when it's hard, even when it hurts. Imagine an athlete training for a marathon. The first time they run, they feel the burning in their lungs, the ache in their legs, the fatigue in their muscles. It's painful. But they know that this pain is not a sign of failure, it's a sign of progress. Each time they push a little further, run a little faster, endure a little more, they are expanding their limits. They are becoming stronger, more resilient, more capable. The same principle applies to every area of life. Whether you're building a business, learning a new skill, or working through personal challenges, the discomfort you feel is a sign that you are stretching beyond your current capacity. It's a sign that you are growing. Discomfort also teaches you to be adaptable. In life, change is inevitable, and with change often comes uncertainty. If you are always seeking comfort, you become rigid, unable to adjust when things don't go as planned. But when you make peace with discomfort, you become more flexible, more open to the unexpected. You learn to face challenges with a mindset of curiosity rather than fear. Instead of resisting change, you learn to embrace it, to see it as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat to your stability. You begin to see that discomfort is not something to be feared, but something to be explored. One of the most profound aspects of embracing discomfort is the way it changes your relationship with fear. Fear is often what keeps us from pursuing our dreams, from taking risks, from stepping into the unknown. It tells us that we might fail, that we might get hurt, that we might not be good enough. But when you willingly put yourself in uncomfortable situations, you begin to realize that fear is not as powerful as it seems. You learn that you can survive discomfort, that you can endure setbacks, that you can push through pain. And with each experience, fear loses its grip on you. You become bolder, more willing to take risks, more willing to chase after what you truly want. Embracing discomfort is not about seeking out suffering for its own sake. It's about recognizing that the path to growth is often lined with challenges and that those challenges are not to be avoided but embraced. It's about understanding that the discomfort you feel when you step into something new is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. It's about learning to sit with the unease, to breathe through the tension, and to keep moving forward even when every part of you wants to turn back. When you embrace discomfort, you develop a kind of inner fortitude that can't be shaken by external circumstances. You learn that you are stronger than you thought, that you can handle more than you imagined. This strength doesn't come from never experiencing pain. It comes from facing pain head on and choosing to keep going. It comes from understanding that discomfort is a part of the process, not a barrier to it. It comes from knowing that the reward on the other side of discomfort is worth the struggle it takes to get there. Think about the caterpillar as it transforms into a butterfly. It doesn't become a butterfly by staying comfortable inside its cocoon. It must struggle, push, and fight its way out. It's the struggle that strengthens its wings, that allows it to fly. Without the discomfort of breaking free, the butterfly would never soar. This is the process of transformation, and it is the same for us. The struggles we face, the discomforts we endure, are what give us the strength to become who we are meant to be. Discomfort is also a great teacher of empathy and humility. When you have walked through hardship, when you have faced your own vulnerabilities, you become more understanding of the struggles of others. You become more patient, more compassionate, more willing to lend a hand to those who are going through their own challenges. Discomfort teaches you that everyone is carrying their own burdens, and it allows you to connect with others on a deeper level. It reminds you that we are all human, that we all struggle, that we all grow through adversity. Embracing discomfort also means letting go of the need for perfection. Too often we hold ourselves back because we are afraid of not doing something perfectly. We want to avoid mistakes, to avoid looking foolish, to avoid failure. But discomfort teaches us that mistakes are a part of learning, that failure is a stepping stone, that looking foolish is a small price to pay for growth. It teaches us to show up even when we are imperfect, even when we don't have all the answers. It teaches us that progress is more important than perfection, and that the courage to try is more valuable than the illusion of flawlessness. There is freedom in embracing discomfort. It frees you from the chains of self-doubt, from the fear of failure, from the pressure to always have it all together. It allows you to be real, to be vulnerable, to be human. It allows you to step into the unknown with a sense of adventure rather than anxiety. It allows you to see life not as something to be controlled, but as something to be experienced fully with all its ups and downs. When you choose to embrace discomfort, you choose to take control of your own growth. You stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect circumstances, the perfect conditions. You realize that the perfect moment is now, that growth happens in the midst of chaos, that strength is forged in the fire of struggle. You stop looking for shortcuts and stop putting in the work, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable. This mindset shift transforms the way you see challenges. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, you begin to see them as opportunities. You begin to understand that the discomfort you feel is not a sign that you should give up, but a sign that you are on the right path. You begin to appreciate the process of growth with all its messiness and uncertainty. You begin to see that the person you become in the process of overcoming challenges is more important than the challenge itself. And as you continue to embrace discomfort, something remarkable happens. You start to crave it. You start to seek out new challenges, new experiences, new ways to push yourself. You start to realize that the discomfort you once feared is now a source of strength. It becomes a familiar companion guiding you towards your highest potential. It becomes a reminder that you are alive, that you are growing, that you are moving forward. In the end, embracing discomfort is about reclaiming your power. It's about choosing to face life head on with all its uncertainties and struggles. It's about realizing that you have the strength within you to endure, to adapt, to thrive. It's about understanding that the discomfort you feel is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of growth. It's a sign that you are not settling for a life of mediocrity, but striving for a life of purpose, of meaning, of true fulfillment. Setting goals and taking action is a fundamental process in any journey of self-improvement and rebuilding. It's the bridge that connects where you are now to where you want to be. When you decide to set goals, you're making a statement, a promise to yourself that you will strive for something more. But goal setting on its own is not enough. Action is what gives those goals life. It's what transforms a vision into reality. Without action, even the most ambitious goals will remain just that, dreams that never see the light of day. Setting goals is not just about deciding what you want, it's about crafting a clear vision of the future you wish to create. It means taking the time to reflect on what matters most to you, to identify the areas in your life where you want to see change. This reflection can be difficult because it requires honesty. You have to look at yourself, your habits, your routines, and even your flaws. You need to understand what is holding you back and where you have been complacent. The process of setting goals begins with acknowledging that your current state is not your final state. You're not stuck. You can change, you can evolve, and you can become more than what you are today. Once you've identified what you want to change, the next step is to be specific. Vague goals like I want to be healthier or I want to be successful won't push you to action. They lack direction. Instead, specificity is the key to clarity. A more effective goal might be, I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, or I will save $500 every month for the next year. These goals are concrete. They have a clear endpoint that allows you to measure progress. The more precise you can be, the easier it becomes to plan the steps needed to achieve that goal. But even with a specific goal in mind, the path forward can seem daunting. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the distance between where you are now and where you want to be. That's why breaking down your goals into smaller, manageable steps is essential. This process is like creating a roadmap. If you only focus on the end goal, you'll become discouraged when progress is slow. But when you break it down into smaller milestones, you give yourself the chance to celebrate small victories along the way. These milestones act as checkpoints, reassuring you that you're on the right path and providing the motivation to keep going. Action, however, is where most people get stuck. We live in a world filled with distractions and excuses. It's easy to say, I'll start tomorrow, or I'm too busy right now. But these are just ways of delaying progress. If you're waiting for the perfect time to take action, you'll be waiting forever. The perfect time is now. Action is about pushing through that initial resistance, doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. The truth is, the first steps are often the hardest. But once you begin, momentum starts to build and the actions become easier. And consistency is crucial in this phase. A single action won't change your life, just like a single brick won't build a house. But if you lay down brick after brick, day after day, eventually you'll look back and realize you've built something substantial. The same goes for your goals. Consistent action, no matter how small, compounds over time. It's about showing up every day, even when you're tired, even when progress feels slow, even when you doubt whether you're making a difference. You may not see results immediately, but that doesn't mean the effort is wasted. Every action you take is a deposit into the bank of your future self. Moreover, taking action requires discipline. Motivation can be fleeting. It's an emotion that can come and go. Discipline, however, is a habit. It's what keeps you going long after the initial excitement of setting a goal has worn off. Discipline is what gets you up in the morning to work out when you'd rather stay in bed. It's what helps you say no to distractions when you have work to do. Discipline is the ability to control your impulses, to prioritize long-term gains over short-term comfort. And this is where many people struggle, because discipline is often uncomfortable. It requires sacrificing the ease of today for the rewards of tomorrow. Accountability is another critical aspect of taking action. When you keep your goals to yourself, it's easy to let them slide. But when you share your goals with others, you create a sense of responsibility. This could mean finding a mentor, joining a group of like-minded individuals, or even just telling a close friend about what you aim to achieve. Knowing that someone else is aware of your goals can be a powerful motivator to stay on track. It adds an element of external pressure that can help push you forward, especially when your inner drive wavers. But let's not forget the inevitable challenges that come with taking action. There will be obstacles, there will be setbacks, and there will be moments when you question whether it's all worth it. This is where resilience comes into play. Rebuilding yourself isn't about creating a perfect, unbroken path to success. It's about learning how to navigate the twists and turns, how to adjust your plans when things don't go as expected. If one approach doesn't work, it's not a failure, it's feedback. It's an opportunity to refine your strategy and try again. The key is not to let setbacks discourage you, but to see them as part of the process. In addition, it's important to regularly review your progress. Checking in with yourself allows you to see how far you've come and where you might need to make adjustments. Are your actions aligning with your goals? Are you moving forward, or have you drifted off course? This self-reflection helps you stay accountable to yourself and ensures that your efforts are not in vain. Sometimes as you make progress, you might find that your goals evolve. That's okay. As you grow, your understanding of what you want out of life may change, and your goals should adapt to reflect that growth. Taking action is also about being proactive rather than reactive. It's easy to let life happen to you, to react to whatever comes your way. But when you're proactive, you take control of your time and your energy. You make conscious decisions about how to spend your days. You focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. Being proactive means setting aside time to work on your goals even when life gets busy. It means creating routines and habits that support your ambitions rather than hinder them. There is also an emotional aspect to taking action that cannot be ignored. Fear is a powerful force that holds many people back. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, these can all paralyze us. But action is the antidote to fear. When you take action, you prove to yourself that you are capable. You face your fears head on, and in doing so, you strip them of their power over you. It's not about being fearless, it's about being willing to act in spite of the fear. Every time you take action, you become a little braver, a little stronger. Another aspect to consider is the importance of maintaining a positive mindset throughout the process. Your mindset can either propel you forward or hold you back. If you believe that you are capable of achieving your goals, you will be more likely to take the actions necessary to reach them. But if you constantly doubt yourself, you will find reasons to give up when things get tough. Cultivating a mindset of positivity and possibility is not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is easy. It's about choosing to focus on the progress you're making, no matter how small, and believing that with effort, change is possible. Taking action is ultimately about making a choice each day to move closer to the person you want to become. It's about understanding that you have the power to shape your future, and that every decision you make either brings you closer to your goals or takes you further away from them. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Some days you'll take big leaps, other days just a small step, but the important thing is that you keep moving. Even if you stumble, even if you fall, you keep getting back up. Rebuilding yourself through goal setting and taking action is not a one-time effort. It's a continuous process, a commitment to yourself to keep striving, to keep improving, and to keep pushing your limits. It's a journey that requires patience, determination, and a willingness to face discomfort. But it's a journey worth taking, because at the end of it, you become not only a better version of yourself, but a person who knows that they have the strength to transform their own life. When you look back at the path you've traveled, you'll see the progress that once seemed impossible, made possible through sheer will and effort. You'll recognize that each step, each choice, and each action brought you to where you are. And that the journey of rebuilding never really ends, it evolves with you, challenging you to reach even greater heights.